People ask me that question all the time. It comes so easily to them. Like a greeting, like something you say without really meaning it. Are you okay, Ruth? Sometimes it's my children. Sometimes it's neighbors walking past the house. Sometimes it's a stranger at the grocery store who doesn't even look up long enough to hear the answer. And every single time, without thinking, without pausing, without letting my heart catch up to my mouth, I smile. It's a soft smile, a polite smile, a practiced smile. The kind you learn after years of putting other people first. And I say the words I've been saying for decades now. Yes, I'm fine. I have said those words for so long that they don't even feel like words anymore. They feel like a reflex, like breathing, like blinking. Something my body does even when my heart is screaming something else. But the truth is, I'm not okay. And maybe the hardest part isn't the sadness itself. It's not the loneliness. It's not the quiet. It's not even the pain in my bones. The hardest part is not knowing how to say I'm not okay without making someone uncomfortable, without making my children feel guilty for having their own lives, without sounding like I'm asking for something I'm no longer supposed to ask for at my age. So I stay quiet. Every morning I wake up before the house does. Not because I want to, not because I feel rested, but because silence has a way of pulling you out of sleep when you've lived long enough. The house doesn't creak anymore. It doesn't breathe the way it used to. Years ago, this house never slept. Doors opening and closing, footsteps running through hallways, laughter bouncing off the walls. Someone always needed something. Now, the house just waits. I sit on the edge of my bed for a moment. My feet touch the cold floor. My hands rest in my lap. I listen. Nothing. No rushed footsteps. No voices calling my name. No one asking where their shoes are. No one saying they're hungry. Just quiet. Deep, heavy, endless quiet. People say silence is peaceful. They say it's calming. They say it's a blessing. But sometimes, silence doesn't feel like peace. Sometimes it feels like being forgotten. I stand slowly. My knees ache, a dull, familiar pain. I don't tell anyone about that either. I walk toward the kitchen, one careful step at a time, my hand brushing the wall without admitting why. The kettle feels heavier than it used to, or maybe I'm just tired. I fill it with water, set it on the stove, turn the flame on low. The kettle takes longer to boil these days. Or maybe I just watch it longer because there's nothing else waiting for me. I sit at the small table by the window, the one that catches the morning light. This table used to be crowded, so crowded that elbows touched, plates bumped, voices overlapped, arguments over the last piece of toast, laughter so loud it filled the house. Now, it holds one cup, one plate, one person, me. I still cook breakfast the same way I always have. Eggs, toast, sometimes oatmeal. Not because I need that much food, but because habits don't disappear just because the people do. For decades, my hands learned to cook for others before they ever learned to cook for me. So they still move as if someone is about to sit down. I always make too much. Always. Then I stand there, staring at the extra plate, wondering who I was making it for. Sometimes I move it to the side of the table. Sometimes I leave it on the stove a little longer than I should. I sit down and eat slowly, not because I enjoy the food, but because when the plate is empty, the day feels officially lonely. When the last bite is gone, there's nothing left to distract me from the quiet. Sometimes halfway through a bite, my eyes start to burn. The tears come without asking. No warning, no permission. They just come. I keep chewing. Crying while eating is a special kind of sadness. You don't know whether to swallow the food or the tears first. So I swallow both. When my children call, everything changes. I straighten my back, even when it hurts. I wipe my face quickly. I practice my smile before I even say hello. Hi, Mom. How are you? There it is again. that question. I could tell them the truth. I could say, I'm tired. I'm lonely. I miss you so much it hurts. I wish you stayed longer. I wish you called just to talk. I wish I could hold you again. But instead, I'm fine, sweetheart. I'm good because I remember how heavy life can be. I remember being busy, working, raising children, trying to survive. I don't want to add my sadness to their full plates, so I carry it myself. After the call ends, I keep the phone in my hand. I stare at the dark screen, half expecting it to light up again. Maybe they forgot something. Maybe they'll call back. It never does. That's when I cry, quietly, carefully, like I'm afraid even my tears might be a burden.